Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Andrew Snorton with Creative Community Solutions. And as you're aware, on the press and media end, we cover a little bit of everything: arts and entertainment, sports, government and politics, community, all those types of topics and more. And every once in a while, we get a chance to actually talk with the people who are just making positive moves, things along those lines. So before I introduce my good colleague, Taylor, as a reminder, this will be up on our website at asnortonccs.com/blog. The video chat that you're seeing right now will be on our YouTube at Creative Community Solutions. And make sure to connect with us at asnortonccs on Twitter and Instagram, as we'll provide the info for not only this, but the great event that she's got going on. So Taylor Frucel, it is good to see you once again.
Thank you so much. I just said this morning, you are the best that has ever done it when it comes to blog interviews, when it comes to spotlighting, highlighting, and also pushing and promoting an event, but just really the blogging portion of it. I just want to tell people, if you don't know how important it is super important. We have actually hit Google search. When you Google my name, you will see that ad that you've done on me in the event. So I just want to thank you before I talk about anything, because what you are doing is really amazing and it's definitely needed for entrepreneurs and anybody who's making a difference in the community and the world today.
Well, Taylor, that is so kind of you to say. Thank you. And like I said, like I'll tell anybody, we've got platforms, like I've said in other talks. The size of the platform, yeah, that's important. But the most important thing is understanding you have one and use it to the best of your ability. And I tell you what, when I look at when we first connected last year to this year, there's been a lot of constructive moves that you've been making. So before we get into talking about the industry mixer, for people who aren't familiar with you, give them a point of reference, where you're from, where you're based out of, and just a few of your business moving parts, because you've got a share of solid business.
A lot of moving parts. Well, first off, my name is Taylor Frucel. I am a serial entrepreneur, by the way, of Bowie, Maryland, but I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been in Atlanta about a year and a half. I am a serial entrepreneur. What does that mean? That means I have multiple businesses. There's multiple components that's within me as far as business and working. But my passion, I've realized over the years, is people. So what does that mean as well? That means I love people. I love to help people. I love to connect. I love to collaborate. So I have a consulting and branding business, which is called Taylor Success Enterprise. Within that business, I do events, I do real estate, I do fashion, I do branding. I literally connect and collaborate with so many different entrepreneurs on different levels. So I'm like the connector. I'm like the plug of it all in business. But of course, with me being a plug, I have to make sure I have my own brand and my own businesses together. So you get a lot when you deal with Taylor Frucel. In real estate, I am helping people learn real estate, but I am also in the real estate business, doing some wholesaling, a little couple working on some fix and flips and things of that nature. So, I mean, there's so many moving parts of Taylor Frucel. And to me, that's what's exciting and thrilling about my life. I'm good at many things and can wear many hats, but I'm also able to collaborate and connect with different entrepreneurs and fill a void in their business. So that is Taylor Frucel in a nutshell.
And I'm glad you walked through that, because people just have to understand, look, it's okay to have multiple passions, multiple pursuits, and those things can take constructive in places. And like you said, just in the past year, you are experiencing sound growth, just building not only your brand, but helping other people build their brand. And helping others is definitely one of the underlying themes, not only with some of your other events, but this event coming up right in time for the holiday weekend. So Sunday, walk through with us the whole, I'll say, some of the teeth behind the industry mixer and just some of the great things that are going to take place this coming Sunday.
Oh, man, I don't know where to start or where to begin about this industry mixer, but I can tell you one thing. The Atlanta industry mixer is going to be the biggest industry mixer in Atlanta.
Well, and I tell you what, you do a very sound job really encompassing a lot of entities, whether it is, people who are in arts and entertainment, the business community. There's typically some type of other component, for younger people, things along those lines. Like, you are really thinking about multiple audiences and how to constructively bring them together. Just walk through why you feel it's so important to get these types of audiences not only a space regarding their field, but realizing that there's more than just their field.
This is why, and I'm glad you asked me that. Thank you so much. One thing about music, do you not know that there's something, and it's called the music business, right? Music business. There is that business component that goes into it. Your PR, your marketing, your management, your branding, your look, your press, your interviews, your videos, your network. I don't know. I know you know this saying. Your network can ultimately define your net worth. So if it is all about getting out there and connecting and collaborating with new entrepreneurs on different levels, you got to think about this. I said this the other day. You have the space now, the digital space where they're doing concerts in the metaverse. The only way that an artist might know about that is if he steps into a room with people who are in tech, business, and entrepreneurship. He might not always get that kind of conversation when he goes into the studio to record his record. You have these business owners that have clothing brands and different brands, and they need influencers. Nowadays, the internet is so big, the right person can wear your clothing. Big shout out this brand called Privilege, right? The right person can wear your clothing, and as a small business, we wear Gucci, Fendi, Louis, Prada. But what if, for instance, a big celebrity who's going to come to the event on Saturday picks up an item that belongs to a small business owner, puts it on their head, reposts and retweets it, and now that business owner gains extra sales and extra executives and the labels. Yes, a lot of these artists are independent, but you got DJs, super producer, Mr. Hanky. You got so many different levels of music. There's not just the artist, there's the producer, there's the DJ, there's the studio, there is the label. So we got all of these entrepreneurs in one room. And then you got the media. You can't do nothing without the media, because the media is who's going to release the press and who's going to get the content on whatever your situation is, whether it's music, business, politics. Politics is the same thing. I got my guy, so proud of him. Greg Grant right now running for mayor of Washington, D.C. He's a comedian, but he's using a lot of press. He's using some tours. He's using different things to grab the younger crowd to get them to understand that politics is for you. Politics is for everyone. So I just think when you mix and master these crowds together, you could come up with something great. I honestly believe that. And I've been seeing it.
And I'm glad you broke that down, because it is letting people know these are best practices that are out there, but best practices continue to evolve. And it's almost like it's the whole kitchen analogy. You got this type of seasoning here, you got this type of plate here, and then you throw it all together and come up with something where you can game change. So whether it's, quote, looking at established models or building off of those and developing new models to connect with new audiences, new ways of doing things, you are making sure to bring all these creative minds, these hardworking minds, these folks who are dedicated to their respective crafts together. And that is so huge. Walk through with us the date, the time, the location, if there are still needs, whether from volunteers to, artists to vendors, what have you. Share all that with us, because there might be someone out here who's just hearing it for the first time, and they definitely need to plug in.
So I have to grab the flyer because there's so many moving parts. Okay, so we have this Sunday, Memorial Day weekend Sunday. Yes, of course. I thank you so much for reminding me. You can find me on social media on Instagram at I am Taylor Frucel. I'm going to spell it for you. It is IAMTAYLORFRUCEL. But you can also find me on Instagram at Taylor Stubbs. If you need anything as regards to the event, if you have Eventbrite, all you have to do is go right on Eventbrite and type in the Atlanta Industry Mixer. You will see several links pull up. But thank God for press, because if you Google the Atlanta Industry Mixer, you will see several links pull up. So there's plenty of ways you can find me. I like tonight. We are going to be located at the Fulton Industrial Boulevard. The address is 4802 Fulton Industrial Boulevard. It is the Atlanta Picture Studios. We will have literally everybody who's who in the industry is going to be there. Artists, executives, videographers, models, record executives. What will we be doing? We will have an artist showcase, live performances, live interviews, branding photos, red carpet and press, free consultations with music executives, as well as music reviews and a model showcase. I need you guys to make sure you are checked in at 1 p.m. The event is from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. And you can also find me on social media if you're looking for any information on my upcoming events. If you want a consultation for your business, you can find me on Instagram at I am Taylor Frucel. I'm going to spell it out for you. It is IAMTAYLORFRUCEL. As soon as you type it in, it'll pop right up. Also with Facebook, you can find me Facebook. It is Taylor Stubbs. It is TaylorStubbs. And if you want to find any tickets on the event, you can Google the Atlanta Industry Mixer. Also head right over to Eventbrite. Type in at the top the Atlanta Industry Mixer and plug and play. You will be able to find all of the details about this amazing event. Thank you so much, you guys, for this, because without press and branding, I wouldn't be able to reach as many people. So make sure you guys go right over and support and book your next interview with the Community Solutions Service.
I tell you what, one thing, staying on the move, that is definitely part of your trademark. Like every time I catch you, it's like I'm running here, I'm running there, but it's a byproduct of your dedication to your craft, your work ethic, and making sure to put on an event to where different moving parts within arts and entertainment, business, and other elements can come together.
Arts, entertainment, fashion, business, they all go hand in hand. You have to start getting into different rooms and making those connections, you guys. Understand one thing, there are so many levels of business, from music, fashion, art, politics, real estate, and I am just so happy and so honored to tap into every single level, but to also help others do the same. I'm really thankful for that. I tapped into like every moving component, and I just want to put more people on.
Well, I tell you what, given the spirit, I tell you what, for folks, make time as best as possible this coming Sunday. Just a great way just to be out, but then being out amongst some great minds, creatives, hardworking, things of that nature. Again, this is part of what Taylor is all about. And as a reminder, we'll have our written recap available on our website. We will also go ahead and have, key parts of this video on and what have you. So if this is your first time connecting, please do not let it be your last. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, of course, to our guest, Taylor, we wish everybody a great day, a great weekend. Be safe during this holiday weekend. And remember, May 29th, the Atlanta Industry Mixer from 1 to 10 p.m. So make sure to go ahead and check it out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone have a blessed one, and I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded.